All right, quick break between videos. I was checking the time. It looks like I've got time for a couple matches. Got to be back at work at 3. It's 1:40 right now. Try and save myself time for lunch. But last time we created that almost mono red deck in the quick draft from Dominaria. Some decent removal, some stuff that gives me some value when it dies. So we'll see. It's I called it black red stuff, mostly red. So we're gonna give it a shot. The one thing I do want to do is, well, I don't think that this is necessarily going to be the card that defines it. You know what, I'm going to put the Goblin Chain Whirler there. We're going to let him represent the deck. So let's get into it. We'll see what our first match turns out like, how that works, and hopefully we'll get lucky here. One thing that I'm sad they don't have is full chat capability. I would love to be able to, you know, tell people, hey, what's up, good luck, all that stuff. For now, you're just stuck with emotes that say hi. All right, we've got mountains, couple Bloodstone Goblins, no swamps yet for the Deathbloom Thallid, but we've got stuff to play, a Goblin Barrage late as some removal. So yeah, we'll keep this hand. The other thing that I'm really looking forward to is them implementing, I would pay real money to set my user picture or whatever. All right, they're going to go find a creature or land. They chose an elf. I don't like seeing that many of my black cards early, but this will do. All right. What kind of trouble am I in for? All right. Well, that's fine. Now, here is the question. I guess both block Llanowar just fine. So yeah, we'll play the Goblin instead of playing defense, and that way we'll have the option of G2 later if we can draw some lands, which we could use. I'd love to see a swamp right about now. Deathbloom Thallid would be much better than Goblin and G2 Chronicler, but alright, so he is able to splash however he wants. Decided for the Dauntless Bodyguard. And he chose his elves. Interesting. I think knowing my hand, I would trade the Bloodstone Goblin for either of these creatures right now. Okay. Is he going to use Llanowar Elves to equip the short sword? Oh, we've got goblins galore, huh? I think I'm going to see if he wants to trade here. We're going to attack with the Bloodstone Goblin. I've got 2 in my hand to run out there. I could really use another land. Even another mountain to have Goblin Barrage up would be nice. But a swamp would, of course, be ideal. I'd love to play Stronghold Confessor next turn for 4. 3/3 Menace would be pretty nice. And I think instead of waiting for the G2 Chronicler to have Kicker, why was I thinking I could play that and the Bloodstone Goblin at once? We'll play a second Goblin just because I think he's going to equip that short sword onto the Dauntless Bodyguard, and I will absolutely trade for that. Getting text from work while I'm not at work. It's everyone's favorite thing. Oh, I realize I'm sitting low on my seat and my camera's pointed up. All right, what is he using that navigator's compass to splash? Uh-huh. Well, that'll do it. Controls 3 creatures, so we got a 3/3 on the board. Oh, I love a land. I will Goblin Barrage that in a heartbeat. Perfect. Now, will I sack a Bloodstone Goblin for it? He can't equip, so both his bodyguard and Llanowar elves are in trouble. Yeah, I think this is what we'll do. We will, oh, and you know what? Because we're kicking it, one of these goblins is going to have +1/+1 in menace. Very sick. Well, I like that interaction. I wasn't thinking about that. I was going to attack with it as a 2/2, but that is correct because these are crappy kicker goblins. This is going to have +1/+1 in menace. So that's going to leave him with some bad blocks. I can 2-for-1, which I will happily do because I'm going to refill my board next turn. And he gave his land. Wow. Oh, that was really rough to watch. He sacrificed his dauntless bodyguard to give Llanowar elves indestructible. Which can't block me because he sacked his only other creature and I have menace. So misplay by my opponent there. But I'll take my wins however I can get them. Alright, so he's got a little 2/2 with Vigilance and Trample. If he plays it, that's a great card. Plays it for 5, it's a 5/5 with Vigilance and Trample. That would be problematic for me, but doesn't look like I'm going to run into it this game, not as a 5/5. My opponent here stuck on lands. That is a bit of a bummer. Yeah, we're going to run the Zhalfirin Void out there. Warcry Phoenix. Yeah, we'll keep that on top. I'm not in any rush. We are hoping he doesn't have his untapped combat trick. I cannot remember the name of it. Doesn't look like he does. I can't kick this, can I? Nah, I don't have enough mana. Though I'm not in a rush. Do I play it or not? Because I have Goblin Barrage in my graveyard. So one more land and that gets way more powerful. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm not in any rush. Maybe I'll get punished for trying to make sweet plays. Maybe the right call is just to have my Gitu Chronicler out of there. But this turn I'm gonna pass. Trying to get too much value out of my cards. But I'm 1 land away, and who knows, maybe it's right under that Phoenix. Maybe it's 2 cards away. Feel bad for my opponent. Stuck on lands is not a fun place for anyone to be. He's played the short sword, has it in his deck, but hasn't equipped it. Could have done that pre-combat and threatened, but maybe he just wants it up for defense. I think I offered a trade here. He's already short on mana. Land of War Elves is one of his few sources. So if I can take that off the board for a Bloodstone Goblin, I will do it. No! Gosh, I meant to hit all attackers, but I clicked the Bloodstone Goblin first. This sucks. I would have absolutely swung with both there. But combat trick or no? There we go. Fair enough, fine sir. Oh, I'm an idiot. Warcry Phoenix has haste. Could have hit him for 4 damage this turn if I would have attacked. Not like a dingus. Oops. Learning a new set. I can't believe I did that. 2 mistakes in the same turn. It's because I'm getting texted from my work. John. John's never going to see this. Ah, man. Well, you can have your 3 damage, sir. Not sure why you... tapped that? Combat trick. Fair enough. Well, you hit me for 6 and you're swinging for 3. So you need at least 5 more turns at this rate. But you have a 2/2 Vigilance Trample in your hand that you could play. And I'm hitting you for 4, so you're dead in 3. I think I'm just going to keep attacking. And I won't play the Gitu Chronicler until I need to. I do think that if I can play it as a chump blocker, kicked to get my Goblin Barrage, that could be game ending because I'll sack Bloodstone, deal 4 to him, and then he's dead to Warcry Phoenix. So I'm still in decent shape here, despite my mistakes. I really feel bad. I mean, this opponent's been sitting on 3 mana for a majority of the game. All right. So he hits me for 5 each of the next 2 turns. There it is. All right, so we don't attack with the Bloodstone Goblin this turn. Get the Warcry Phoenix in there. So this is 2. Gitu Chronicler kicked. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting. I could have sent my Bloodstone Goblin in for 3. He wouldn't have been able to block. This is still fine. I kill him next turn. Goblin Barrage, sack Bloodstone Goblin, deal 4, hit him for 2 in the air. So as long as he doesn't remove my Goblin out from under me, a fight card would be pretty tragic here. Any sort of, let's see, what could he do? If he has a pump spell that gives Llanowar Elves or Untamed Kavu, really, either of these guys damage. Alright, Gitu Chronicler's done its job. It's going to block some damage here for me, and I think I'll just Untamed Kavu. Untamed Kavu does have Trample. So if he buffs it, he's getting some damage through. Definitely dies to Llanowar Elves. Okay, well he's dead next turn if he does anything, right? He's got to spend all his mana to do it. So that's really all I'm worried about. Cool. So we're going to kick this thing. We're going to kill your Kavu. And you. Swing for 2. Nice. Sloppy. Lots of mistakes by my part. Not reading my cards. Not familiar with the new set. But we managed to get it. Pick up a couple extra rewards here. Tell you what, it's only 2 o'clock. I don't work till 3. Let's go for game 2.